I was actually planning on making this video on Saturday, but with all the Twitter beef, I just said, why not? I said I would make this video months ago, but never actually did. So, better late than never, I guess. Here are the top 5 reasons Bayonetta should be banned. Just as a disclaimer, because I know a lot of people are going to be thinking this, I don't necessarily think that Bayonetta should be banned. I'm just giving out the top 5 reasons why she could potentially be seen as ban worthy. You guys already know my opinion on the matter. I've made a video on that if you guys want to go see it. So yeah, let's move on. Bayonetta has essentially no weakness and is basically the best in the game in essentially every category. She has a top 5 combo game, the best recovery, top 5 best move, that being Witch Time, amazing mobility, like have you seen Captain Zack just fly across the stage? Top 5 in projectile game / camping, and even the extra category I'm gonna add, which is the Smash 4 factor, which is essentially how much jank you have and how much you benefit from rage. Bayonetta is definitely top 5 in that aspect. People like to say Bayonetta's neutral is lacking, but it's really just not true. Bayonetta's neutral isn't even that bad. It's like probably still top 15 in the game, it's just not top 5 like every other top tier's neutral. She can still just get that one hit and convert so much off of it. Imagine a character with Luigi's combo game, only instead of just down throw, they can start it off down tilt, up B, side B, fair, up air, and probably some more I'm missing. Top level Bayonetta mains read your SDI and they just get crazy conversions out of just one opening. So yes, her neutral game isn't like top tier, it's high tier. But when she gets that one opening, she can convert so much off of it. Think about every heavy combo character, but imagine they can just start a combo off like any other move, which is essentially Bayonetta in a nutshell. Witch Twist, that move is literally a combo breaker and a combo starter at the exact same time. And when you think about characters' weaknesses that people can exploit, you have Cloud and his recovery, you have Sheik and her lack of kill options. All these characters have weaknesses just about every other character can exploit. If you think about Bayonetta, what weakness does she have that every other character can really exploit? Yeah, she is light, but so are a bunch of other top tiers. You can't really use that as a solid argument. Even Fox in Melee. Fox's recovery, while being extremely versatile and very good, it's still very easy for him to get comboed, and if you catch him at the right time, you can gimp him pretty consistently. With Bayonetta, it's harder to combo her than just about every other character because Bat Within comes out and it gives her essentially a frame 1 air dodge. So yeah, first reason, she's essentially the best at everything and has no exploitable weakness. The second reason is that because she's so good, she's going to oversaturate the meta. With Bayonetta being so good and all these top players starting to pick up Bayonetta and really starting to dominate the meta with her, it's only a matter of time before Bayonetta completely invalidates like 75–80% of the cast. There could possibly come a time where just about everyone plays Bayonetta, or the 5 or 6 characters that go even or only 55–45 against her. Maybe some 60–40s in there too. In a hypothetical world, this character could completely shift the metagame, which is really bad for the game in my opinion. I actually made a video about why I love Smash 4 because of how balanced it is and how diverse it is. If you guys want to go watch that video, it's up in the cards. And with Bayonetta running the metagame, it could completely diminish like everything I said in that video of why I love Smash 4. This is no knock on Melee or really any other fighting game, but most other fighting games, I would talk about Melee because I'm most familiar with it, in terms of fighting games that aren't Smash 4. Melee has arguably 8 viable characters. If you plan on thriving or doing good at all in Melee's meta, you have to play one of 8 characters. Every other character is essentially completely nullified by the other 8 characters. This isn't just Melee, it's just about every other fighting game. The best part about Smash 4 is that it wasn't like the other fighting games. It was diverse, it was unique. I'd hate for that to be all stripped away because of Bayonetta. Reason number 3. Bayonetta is the best character in the game, and she's not even hard to play. In my opinion, this is one of the weaker arguments, mostly because just about every character in this game isn't hard to play, let's be real with ourselves. A vast majority of the characters in this game aren't hard to play, or rather they're easy to play but hard to master sort of thing. I've played Bayonetta a bit and I've started getting a little bit of a grasp on how to play her. The same thing happened when I decided to play Cloud. I have a Mario, even Fox. People say Fox is hard to play, but he's actually not even that hard to play. Again, these characters are hard to master, but easy to pick up and play. And also, I just thought about this now, I thought it'd be pretty nice to mention this. It's not, like, originally, like, it's not part of the list, per se. Like, I didn't put it on the list for something for me to talk about, you know, when making notes for this video. But nobody actually likes playing Bayonetta. Not even the Bayonetta mains like playing against Bayonetta. They hate the Ditto. They hate playing against Bayonetta. The audience, well, some people in the audience, sometimes cringe when they see Bayonetta, myself included. When I see a Bayonetta on stream, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm just like, ugh, another one. Again, nobody likes to actually play against the character. They like playing with the character, but against the character, nobody likes playing against her. That's another reason you can add. Again, this point in particular isn't exactly the strongest, but hey, I'm just highlighting the main reasons why people want her banned. I don't necessarily have to agree with all of them. Second to last here we have, you guys all guessed it, because she carries players. Now this point is kind of true because most Bayonetta players were complete nobodies until Bayonetta came around. And I want to highlight most. Salem and even Pink Fresh weren't complete nobodies. They were good in other games, but they just couldn't find a character in Smash 4. Now that Bayonetta's around, that they found their character and now they're doing a lot better. But players like, you all know, Captain Zack and Mistake, when they picked up Bayonetta, the results started to increase dramatically. Not to discredit these players, but if you were to tell me these players would do as good with a character that's not Bayonetta, you would be lying to yourself. These players are, to an extent, carried by Bayonetta. Salem and Pink Fresh, like I said, they were known back at the Brawl days. They just couldn't find their character in Smash 4. To be honest, this point makes a lot of sense when you take into account the other points I've already mentioned. Bayonetta is essentially the best at everything in the game and has virtually no weakness. I think she's the best character in the game by, you know, a relatively large margin. It's nothing insane, but I think she definitely is the best character in the game. I think most of us can agree on that at least. So when you pick up a character that was significantly better than your previous character, obviously you're gonna be doing a lot better. So yeah, Bayonetta does carry players. I don't think any of us can deny that the meta would look a lot different without Bayonetta. And now the final point. Bayonetta is simply too sexy for Smash. I'm kidding. The number one point is that if we wait, it's already too late. This is saying that if we wait too long, Bayonetta could become a serious problem, and by the time she actually becomes a serious problem, most players would have already jumped on the bandwagon. Most top players at that. We already see this starting to kind of happen with players like Abadongo starting to pick up Bayonetta. If everyone starts maining Bayonetta, most particularly the top players, and then we start thinking about banning Bayonetta, that's not good. The top players, arguably, are the people who keep the scene alive. It's their personalities and their exciting matches that keep the community alive, really. This is like the whole Brawl Meta Knight fiasco. Bayonetta is not on the same level of brokenness as Brawl Meta Knight, but it's kind of the same in terms of if we wait to ban her, it's gonna be too late. Because what happened when they banned Meta Knight in Brawl? All the top players were like, nah, I don't want to play this game anymore because Meta Knight was my main and he's the most fun character, etc. And then tournaments got a lot less entrants because the top players weren't coming. Same thing could potentially happen with Bayonetta. From Bayonetta's conception, I was always under the belief that Bayonetta was better than people actually said she was. Even post-patch, like even right now, I think that Bayonetta is still like slightly underrated, to be honest with you. People don't really know how ridiculous this character is. In my opinion, the reason it's been taking her so long to just start dominating now was because no other top player actually played her. Back in pre-patch, all the top players decided they wouldn't play Bayonetta. And now some of the top players are feeling as though they need to play Bayonetta to stay relevant in today's meta. Now, I'm not saying Bayonetta is like super broken and like, I'm not even saying Bayonetta needs to be banned, to be honest with you. I just feel as though her potential isn't even close to being realized. To be fair, a lot of other characters' full potential hasn't been realized either, but Bayonetta strictly has more potential than most other characters. And once more top players start playing her, you'll start to see why I'm saying she's kind of underrated right now. People are underrating how good she could be in the future is what I'm trying to say. So with all of that being said, thank you guys for watching. I know this video is going to cause a lot of controversy, I can already see the dislikes coming, which is why I held off on making this video for so long, but now I thought, hey, you know what, it's now or never. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Links to all my social media and Discord in the description, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.